Orcs Must Die 2. We are back, going straight into it. Last time we did Big Valleys and Hidden Gulch, now we're doing Precipice. Now I don't remember what this map is, but I feel like it's very iconic in some way, shape or form. Ah, okay, this one.
You mean back to the old order fortresses?
Until we discover the source, we are only reacting as each new rift opens. The answer lies in the dead world of the Orcs.
Wait a minute. How do I know this isn't some evil person suddenly turned sexy partner trick?
Your growing powers are a match for mine. Are you afraid?
I know I am, but what are you? Wait, that came out wrong.
Alright, so once again, I think, I'm not too sure here, but I think this might be our last slot that will ever be given for a trap weapon or whatever. So, what should we use it with? You see, I do want to maybe use the Dwarven Missile Launcher because it says the secondary ability is good against flyers, and we seem to struggle a bit with them. So I'm thinking about potentially doing that. I think that will be a good idea. So we'll move everything over one because I like my weapons to all be near one another. Also, the spike wall is actually pretty good, but I do think we're just going to stick with the arrow wall for now as our only wall trap. But yeah, we'll try out the Dwarven Missile Launcher. Keep the blunderbuss and the stone staff. Although we haven't really been using the blunderbuss all that much. You know what? We'll throw something else in instead. So what do we want to add in? Let's go with... Creates a spectral fear image. Fear enemies that hit player. Well, I don't want to get hit, so I'm probably not going to do that. Teleportation ring. Places a teleport marker, teleport to marker. How is that a weapon? I don't understand how that's a weapon, unless maybe if you upgrade it, it becomes a bit more offensive. Like, I don't know, when you teleport somewhere it explodes. That could be the case. I think we'll just put on the healing trinket, so that if we do get hurt, we'll just regenerate health rather than have to look for a potion. Alright, so I think that's what we're going to go with. Primary, shoot. Shoot guys from a distance. Stun them in place up close. And then rocket launcher. Okay, so if you... Some weapons in this game, like the rocket launcher here, if you use the primary fire at the top left, it does in fact use mana. Doesn't use that much mana, but it still uses quite a bit compared to 0. And so we're going to be mainly using it for the secondary ability, which seems kind of like a sniper. But I think when it makes contact, it explodes like a firework and does a lot of area of effect damage. So, this is our map. It looks a little bit more complicated, but that's perfectly fine. Flyers coming out from up there. Enemies that walk on the ground coming down from there. And then there's another flying one over there. And another ground enemies one up there. So it does look a bit hectic. There's an exit there and another one over on this side, which can be a little overwhelming. Until you do something like this.
The orc stops here.
And then we'll have to put one like there. So essentially, all of the orcs now can no longer get through here and have to come along either this train track here or this one up here and go through on that side. So that's where we're going to be putting all of our traps. I believe, sadly I can't check it anymore. Once you've placed your first trap, you can no longer change your loadout. So sadly won't be able to do that, but at the very least we can start putting our defense down over here. And what I like to do is, even though that other side is already blocked off,
Luckily, orcs can't jump.
block this off a little bit more, just so they only can go through this little gap. So long as the wispy line that's like guiding the orcs through or telling you where they'll go, so long as the wispy line can easily go through, the orcs can as well. So you don't have to worry about potentially not being able to fit them all in. So brimstone here, and that'll just about do it. Lot focused on defense here, but I think it'll be worth it once we start setting up the offense. So let's get this started.
Heads are gonna roll.
We're mainly just going to focus on the flyers, because they're going to be a bit more of a pain. And we get to test out the rocket launcher.
Flyers in the air!
Okay, so there's the flyers. Oh, wow. That is pretty good. Okay, that's not bad. Honestly, didn't really like using the missile launcher. Don't know why. It's actually really strong. And, as usual, early waves, absolutely nothing. Oh, I think we actually get to verse ogres, though. Ogres can be pretty tricky, because they will stun you if they hit you. And they also do quite a bit of damage.
Wow!
But
That's
overall,
a lot of death.
nothing too bad at all. Okay, so these other guys, we're just going to do the same thing because everybody's going to have to come through here. The only thing we have to look out for is those explodey guys
It's an orc barbecue.
that can blow up our barricades, essentially.
Time to go to work.
So we can even sort of zigzag them this way, so that we can have them walking into traps like here as well. That'll be good. Alright, let's get these flyers out the way. Oh, is it distance based? So like if I'm a lot closer, this does more damage. Oh, it seems like it. Okay, good. So let's just see where these guys go. Okay, so they go down the second train track, so if we swap that, they're more likely to get run into. Alright, good plan, great plan. See, now this is nice. I love being able to, like, just casually funnel the enemies exactly where I want them to be. It's just so handy. Alright, we probably won't get 5 stars just because it's taking a while for them to get down here, so we'll probably go over time, but that's perfectly fine. We don't need to be super efficient. Not yet, at least. We are just cruising.
And away they go.
Like, these guys stand no chance. Why are they suddenly going that way? That seems odd, but it's alright. It's manageable. Just a little less streamlined, I guess. Liked it a lot better when you were lining up one at a time. There you go. So let's set up a bit more brimstone. We'll also set up a fling trap here, just to send them away if they're a little too close for comfort.
Let's go.
Okay, so now we no longer know where they're coming from specifically because there's no new waves. But at the very least... Okay, so they're both attacking on ground, different sides. That's fine, because we both know where they're going to end up. Oh, they've even got archers. Did not notice that. You gotta... I must admit, incorporating minecarts into my trap plan is probably one of my favorite things to do, ever. It's just so handy. It's free damage. Literally free. Oof, there it goes again. Sucks to suck, guys. Here we go, getting a bit of fling trap action as well. Pushing them back if they're getting too close. There we go. It's just too easy. Alright, we got a bit of a break here, which is nice. I'm just wondering how we're going to make it work. Let's go with... Because I feel like this is a little too easy for them to do, you know? Like, they're just chilling all the way up here and up and down here. We need to make this a little bit more of a struggle, I'd say. So let's do this.
Just leave this right here.
And then something like... Start off with this. And then go fling trap, fling trap, fling trap. And then... Oh, take the barricade down just that little bit further, so that they're forced to step on at least all of them. Oh, wait, we don't even need this. That's my bad. Yeah, fling trap. And then fling trap. So that should even the odds a little bit, at least on that side, so that we can focus mainly on the right side.
Keep it coming.
Yep, bring it on, bring it on. Alright, let's get these flyers out the way first. Alright, dealt with. Honestly, not that bad. Alright, so here's our first ogre. They're pretty slow in general, but if they get up close to you, they will start moving a little bit faster in order to try and take you down. There you go, we're already flinging enemies. Oh, come on, a little bit more mana. There we go. Ooh, also, I completely forgot to mention that. Ogres and other big enemies will drop coins as well. Just as a little bit of extra bonus sort of cash for you to work with when you're dealing with the later rounds. Lava's helpful. Alright, so let's make this a little bit harder.
This flimsy waist-high wooden barricade will stop them.
By making them have to go across that. We can also burn them here. Flip them back a bit more, and hopefully that'll be a little bit extra damage for those on the right side. I hope that'll work well. Alright. I just love this part though. Just watching them all try and get down there and get them flung. Just boing. Straight into the abyss. Boing. No chance. There it is again. And then the top ones will reset, so you'll see it happen again soon. It's just so nice. Alright. Should probably concentrate. It is getting a little bit hectic. It's getting hectic, but that's probably the best part about the game. You can't enjoy Orcs Must Die 2 without having a little bit of fun. Well, I mean, that's just common sense, but you can't, I should say you can't play Orcs Must Die 2 without having a little bit of fun. Once you unlock the fling trap, it's just way too easy to enjoy yourself. There we go. I feel like it should be illegal to have this much fun. Just casually shooting orcs in the face. Yes! Flinging them away. Yeah, we'll
The orc stops here.
guide this along a little bit. And then more fling traps. Another one. Yeah, I think that'll do. Oh wait, we don't need that. Perfect. Sold it just in time. Just in time. Okay. Buy a couple more fling traps as well. So we get to see more bodies fly. The only problem is if an orc, or sorry, not an orc, an ogre leads the charge. Because we haven't yet unlocked the ability for the spring traps to fling the big guys, I don't think. So if they just like lead the charge and trigger them all, it doesn't actually fling anyone, which is a little bit sad. Oh, did we? Never mind, we might have actually gotten that upgrade. Hell yeah, go us. Break, break. I do love it because if you stone people in place, they will like struggle to get past one another. So it's relatively realistic on that regard, but it's quite handy as well. Oh, these kobold guys thinks they're gonna get through. That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, the only thing we really need to watch out for is if the announcer, I don't know if it's actually my character or not, but we just need to watch out for if someone says, like, look out for sappers. Because those guys blowing up, well, at the very least, we have to stop them blowing up these barricades. Because they're the ones that's, like, helping us funnel all of our bad guys over here. But to be fair, if they're sappers, they'll just go for these barricades, which isn't too big of a deal. Like, it means more work for us, but honestly, not that much different. So I think
Burn, Orky, burn!
we'll just put some brimstone here to sort of try and prevent sappers. Because it will insta-kill them, but there's always the chance that they won't send them straight up, so we will just get absolutely punished by that if they don't. Let's try and we can't really group up many enemies here, so let's just place like an arrow wall here.
Orc pincushion
That seems like a
right
very
up.
good angle. And another one here, and then another one right after. Oh, there we go. One here, there as well. And then, where else can we put one? Right about here, I guess. That doesn't really hit too much. Right as they turn the corner could be good. We can put these up quite high, can't we? So maybe we could potentially hit the flyers with that.
How about some of this?
Alright, we can try that. We can try that. See if the flyers will get hit with this. Oh, there we go. So if the flyers ever do get through, essentially they're just gonna, like, you can see the wispy lines in the air. They're just gonna, like, duck down underneath there and try and fly in through the gate. Alright, let's put down some spikes. We haven't put down a lot of spikes recently. Alright, let's go.
Let's roll. Flyers in the air.
Flyers in the air, that's fine. Damn, this is actually solid. And I think I can upgrade it even more to be better. Okay, more flyers. Gotta be wary of that. There we go, problem solved. Okay, there's more flyers. Let's just try and shoot at them with this. Just try and preserve our mana a little bit. Hey, I'm a good long distance shooter. There we go. Oh, we got more flyers. wow, flyers are right here. There we go. It's all good. We've got it covered. It's just a bit all at once, you know? Just a little bit all at once. So we might put down some tar.
I like this one.
Right around here. Just to try and slow this side down a bit. So it comes at a different interval. Alright. Oh, I also forgot that we can see down here and head down here if we want. So maybe we'll do that. Just get a little bit of early damage in. To sort of take away a bit of the difficulty myself. Okay, there's an ogre, sorry. Leading the charge. Okay, there we go. Nothing too terrible. Oh crap! I did not notice you. That could have been bad.
1, 2, 5. Run it, lock out.
Alright. Getting there, getting there. Man, ogres can be such a pain to take out. Come on, just one more. Alright, and then the last wave. We do need to rush over here real quick because there is a skull over here.
This one's for me.
I can see it on the minimap. It's just a little white dot.
Hot foot. Ready for more. Give me it.
Just throw out as much as I can.
Flyers in the air.
Okay, a little bit more. Come on, one more, one more. There we go. Okay, flyers dealt with. Problem solved. Oh god, not you.
Welcome to Kill Streak City. Population?
There we go. Okay, so long as we're on top of the flyers, we can manage everything else fairly easily. It's just because the flyers can go straight over our barricades and ignore them. They're such a pain.
Arrows rip.
Throw up some more traps. I don't know if you guys realize this, but that entire left-hand side basically took care of itself. Not 5 skulls, but that was expected. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. Got 4. So obviously we lost. We didn't lose any lives, so we must have lost on the par time. Let's have a look. Par time was 1830. We got 1910. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. We've got the ceiling trap unlocked, which we've been seeing around and using, but haven't actually been placing. Usually they've just been placed in the map for us. So generally you won't see me using that very much, but there it is. Reset time is reduced and sometimes drops coins, sometimes drops bombs. So a little bit of a difference there. Let's see what our missile launcher upgrades are. Primary attack does more damage and knockback. Secondary attack costs less mana. or primary attack also stuns enemies. I feel like we're gonna go for the unique number 2. But we do use the stone staff quite a lot and we haven't upgraded it at all. So I think we're gonna rely mainly on what we use the most, which is gonna be the stone staff as well as like brimstone, the barricades, and the spring trap. So let's go stone staff first. It needs some love and respect. Primary attack deals more damage to stoned targets. Secondary larger area of effect. That's fine. We want to deal more damage to stone targets just because it means we can sort of focus in on the ones that are stunned a bit more. And enemies stay stunned a little longer. That sounds good. What else can we upgrade? What's the spike trap upgrades like? Resets faster. Damaged enemies are briefly slowed. Damaged enemies take additional bleeding damage. That's true. We haven't actually looked at buying something new. Like, a lot of it's like locked further on in the story, but we haven't actually looked at buying anything new for a while. The Paladin Guardian is actually pretty OP. Same with the Grinder, so maybe we'll aim for those at some point. But what's the healing trinket again? Passive heal rate increased. Active healing mana cost reduced. So for the special upgrades, you can have as many of them as you want, all active at the same time, so it doesn't really matter too much. The Ring of Lightning. Holy crap, I've forgotten about that. The Ring of Lightning as well as the Wind Belt and the Ice Amulet. These 3 right here are amazing weapons. The Flame Braces are okay. The Vampire Gauntlets are also pretty good, but they have their own drawbacks. As for all these, the Mana Rage Trinket's pretty nice. The Trap Reset Trinket's also pretty nice for like endless mode, which we could try out at some point in the future. But I think for now, can we upgrade barricades anymore? No. Brimstone? No, okay. What else do we use? Arrow Wall. Do additional damage. I mean, that's always a good thing. Hell yeah. Alright, so these later on maps in the campaign are getting a little bit longer, so we're going to start changing it to 1 map per episode, so I'm sorry about that, but you're just going to be getting the precipice for this episode because it took 19 minutes just to get through it. So next up will be Servant Entrance, and we're on to the final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maps. We're on to the final 8. So overall there's 15 maps. Last 8, and then we can move on to Classic and potentially do these 3. These 3 are mainly co-op based game modes, just because they're a lot harder, and I think it's practically impossible to do these solo, at least not without like losing a few skulls in the process. And we can also check out some weekly challenges as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these Orcs Must Die videos. I'm certainly enjoying making them, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.